Hello everyone, and welcome to a quick run through today. What we're going to be doing today is showing you a little bit about connecting Help Me Fix to Fixflo and making our integration there work, and a little bit also about how we set up Copilot and how we set up how we can be instructed manually. So I'm going to be using a test server today. So there is a few different functionalities on there. I get a lot less in terms of templates, etc. And the wording may be slightly different, but hopefully will make a lot of sense today. So first and foremost, what I'm going to do is have a quick, very, very brief introduction to Fixflo. If there is anybody out there that hasn't heard of Fixflo, this is for you. So Fixflo is a fantastic reporting tool. It allows your tenants to report an issue 24/7. You can have front-end advice, so you can give advice to a tenant of turn this on, turn this off, try this, try that. You can even give them videos. So if you're able to plug in a YouTube video of something, you can share those videos with tenants at the point of reporting an issue. To report an issue, the tenant will come to the front screen, they click on the right type, they go through certain aspects. So let's do that quickly now. So say if they had a gas boiler problem, you could say that the gas boiler wasn't working, it would give them this pop-up. So this pop-up will give them advice on what to do. They pop in the make, model, serial number, etc. And they have to input photos. So photos, you can make it an obligatory thing, so they have to put in a photo before continuing. Thankfully on the test server we don't. And then they have to agree to terms and conditions. So they submit the issue this way. This is how the issue is submitted through to Fixflo. They confirm, and it creates a job for you within the Fixflo service and notifies you that the tenant has created an issue. I'll come on to a little bit what happens once the issue has been created if you've got that Copilot set up. But first and foremost, let's have a quick look at how it looks on the Fixflo side and how to connect us to Fixflo. So this is an example of a Fixflo dashboard. It will tell you what you need to do, how many open issues you have. You can differentiate here between group, the teams, and any issues identified to a specific linked or connected to a specific property manager. As managers, you can run certain reports, adding in different panels, etc. as you go, and you can make it all look very, very pretty with lots of different bells and whistles. I'm not here to demo Fixflo for you, but if you would like a demo on Fixflo, let me know and I'll put you in touch with somebody over there. For any basic users as well, again, this is another great tool and a great upgrade that you can potentially use. So the way that Help Me Fix is connected within Fixflo is we have a direct integration. To enable that integration, there's a few different things that need to happen. The first thing that needs to happen is within Fixflo itself, you have to accept the terms for Help Me Fix within the contract to marketplace. So on the left-hand side menu here, under setup, you've got contract to marketplace. Now, we have obviously already accepted the terms for Help Me Fix, but what you would see here is review and accept terms at the bottom. You would go through, read our terms and conditions. You would have to set up certain things on the Fixflo side, and then click accept, and it allows you to accept the terms within the contract to marketplace. Then what we need to do is we need to activate the connection between Fixflo and Help Me Fix. And the way to do that is within integrations. So in integrations, you have tokens, and you can add a token. And in here, it would be Help Me Fix. Nice and simple. Click on add, and it will add a token that looks a little bit like this. So you can see that you have an integration, and your Fixflo account is integrated with the Help Me Fix service. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is our Copilot side. So within Fixflo, Help Me Fix utilizes Copilot to instruct. So where a tenant has reported a problem, if it's in one of the 274 categories that we're active in, then it will automatically assign the job to Help Me Fix to allow Help Me Fix to solve your problems quicker. So to activate or to create your Copilot rule, click on Copilot and add rule. Now, again, the templates here are a little bit limited, but you have a choice of a few more than we do. The one that you're going to want to use is the assign to help me fix rule. So let's have a quick look at that. So this is the rule where it says, if it's covered by network, then instruct us, which is fantastic. What we also have built into here is a notify. So what we want to do is really encourage those tenants to be using Help Me Fix, again, to provide you the best support that we can offer. So in here, we have a little bit of an explainer to the tenant to try and get them to use the service and to click on those links that little bit more. In here as well, what we can do is add another filter. So for instance, you know, if say you property managers are very used to whacking on jobs to get quotes, etc., and you don't want those jobs coming through to Help Me Fix, you can add another filter, drop down and select on raised by and raised by others. So as long as the issue has been raised by somebody who's not an agent, therefore not one of your property managers, it will instruct Help Me Fix. This will solve a bit of an issue where whenever somebody is raising a job to then request quotes off the back of on behalf of a tenant or anything, then it stops it coming to us automatically. The agent, the property manager, is able to still manually instruct those, and I'll touch on that in just a moment. But wherever you want that functionality, that's available in there. There's lots and lots and lots of other things that you can do within the Help Me Fix or the Copilot rules. I'm not going to touch on those today. This is a very basic introduction to how we get set up within Fixflo. If you want more of a discussion, if we've met before, just give me a call or send me an email. I'll be glad to solve it. If we haven't met before, connect with me on LinkedIn or reached out to me in a different way. My email address is a very, very long one, so I'm not going to mention that one. But if you need to talk to me, please do. And my details are in my LinkedIn page. So that's the first rule, assigned to Help Me Fix. Then we want to know what's going to happen as a result of a Help Me Fix call. So within Copilot, again, within those templates, there is instruct out of hours triage emergencies to prop call. Now, I'm referring to prop call here because they are the other network contractor, and so therefore have certain SLAs that they meet. They're also nationwide, so it's a lot easier for me to explain with a company that will work for everybody that I'm talking to today. But if you have your own engineers, it works in a very similar way. So if you have a plumber that you can absolutely 100% will go out to the property, if notified of an issue out of hours, then there is the potential to set it up for your own engineers. So in here again, it refers to an issue being reported to prop call. If it's an emergency, so where if one of the Help Me Fix engineers has marked it as an emergency, that's the only time that this rule will trigger. And then what happens next? Excuse me. So the next thing that happens is it instructs prop call, and prop call get a notification to pick up on the job, and they will have an SLA to call that tenant back within 30 minutes. What we also like to do in here is add another action. So we like to keep tenants updated here at Help Me Fix. So you can notify your occupier the Help Me Fix job has marked the job as an emergency, and prop call or whoever the engineer is will be calling them. We can also utilize this to make sure that the information from your contractor is delivered to the tenant. So if there is any need for the engineer if the tenant to reach out to the engineer, if the engineer hasn't spoken to them within a reasonable time frame, then that is possible as well. So that is very, very briefly how things work within prop call, within Copilot and instructing prop call. So the last thing that I'm going to quickly show you is manually instructing a job to Help Me Fix. So where you've got that filter on where you don't want the agents, the things raised by agents going directly to Help Me Fix immediately, but you still might want to add a job on behalf of the tenant that you do want Help Me Fix to solve for you. What you can do is come into the job. So I'm going to just give you a quick example of a job here. So this is one that I made earlier to coin a phrase from Blue Peter. So what this is a job that has been raised by a tenant. Please disregard the fact that Help Me Fix is already on here. That was just due to a test that we've run earlier today. So the tenant has reported their issue where the boiler is leaking. It's been raised by an agent, and the agent has then come into this screen about the job. So what the agent can then do is instruct works. So if they instruct works, they have to put in certain pertinent information. So work permit required, I believe, is one, and a spend limit would be in the next. Click on proceed to next step. And then it brings up a list of your contractors and your network contractors. So in here, you can select Help Me Fix and proceed to next step and confirm, and it will move forward for you. It then brings up the rate card. So this is effectively allowing the tenant to utilize the service. We need a spend limit. So in this case, it's £50. Key collection from agency, access is key collection from agency. You can set it to whichever you like in here. It doesn't really matter. It's a video call where the tenant has to connect with one of our engineers. They should really be at the property when they do that. If you click on accept, that will then assign the job to Help Me Fix, and it will show as waiting appointment date. So once you've done this, the tenant will be automatically delivered a Help Me Fix link to connect to an engineer. They will click on the link, the tenant will talk through the engineer through the problem, and they'll try and solve the problem. Again, I can go into a lot more detail about what happens, but I'm not going to go in and do that with you today. But if you are interested in knowing a little bit more about what happens before, after, and during a Help Me Fix call, then I'll be very, very pleased to have a conversation with you. So again, find me on LinkedIn, connect with me, and drop me a message, and I'll be very, very happy to show you how things work. Otherwise, go to helpmefix.io, and we have a callback facility where you can request a call with me, and we can get you all set up. This has been a very whistle-stop tour, but I hope you enjoyed it today. Again, if you've got any questions either about how Help Me Fix works or how Fixflo works, don't hesitate to get in contact and we can set you up with the right person. Thanks everybody for your time.